The Queen has recently suffered a string of health issues that have caused the 95-year-old monarch to cancel official royal visits. Most recently, the palace announced Her Majesty would not be attending the Remembrance Sunday service in London due to a sprained back. This has called into question whether the monarch would be well enough to travel to Sandringham for the royal family's Christmas traditions in their Norfolk home. Royal expert Neil Sean spoke about the royal Christmas on his YouTube channel. Mr. Sean said, "I always find it really fascinating with the royals because they are a stickler for tradition. They like to do things timed to the detail. My favorite story is the fact that a lot of people apparently are weighed by Her Majesty the Queen. It's a fun game to see if they put on weight while they stay at Sandringham or Windsor because they're so well fed over the festive period." He added, "Her Majesty the Queen is busy planning her festive season this year. There's been great speculation as to whether Harry and Meghan would be invited. Would they be bringing over their 2 children, all that sort of stuff. There's a breaking story over here in the United Kingdom that basically says that they've turned down an invitation from the Queen." He claimed, "Here is the truth, there has been no invitation offered so far to Harry and Meghan. It's still very much up in the air. If you want my opinion, they simply want Prince Harry, I'm suspecting, wouldn't mind to return to see some members of the family. But let's face it, it's going to prove very difficult intense time. We have ongoing issues with Prince Andrew, and of course we've had the worry about Her Majesty the Queen and her recent bouts of illness." He stated, "Who wants to add more stress by inviting 2 more difficult people around the Christmas table? Harry and Meghan have got very powerful PR, and if they state first that they turned down that particular invitation, that becomes the folklore, the story. I can tell you, I speak to very good sources at the palace and he simply said to me that those invitations have been up in the air because of all the ongoing problems regarding Her Majesty. Where would she host Christmas, back at Sandringham? Or would it be returning to Windsor again this year? And as we know, Prince Charles himself recently said rather jokingly, that you have to be very careful when someone reaches that wonderful age, and Her Majesty the Queen can't tire herself out with all the squabbling family."